Today was the first time that I ever got to fly a plane. I was invited by my friend Ben to go out on a plane ride. I felt confident with him. He's a corporate jet pilot and he really seemed like a responsible adult. He had talked a lot about his career and he's been flying since 2018, and I just felt comfortable and safe with him.
All right, mixture is going full rich. Throttle's coming up to 1800, so we're going to bring it up to a nice mid RPM here, about 840.
So the weather was beautiful when I was first driving out. There was no clouds. When we got up, there was some turbulence. To me, it felt smooth, but to him, he said he's been on a lot more smoother flights. As far as feeling uncomfortable or scared because of the weather, to me, it was great. So the plane that I flew in was a Piper Cherokee 180C model. Now this plane was tiny, but I could feel the power. It was a lot of fun. I hear a lot of students learn on this aircraft. I think Ben said it was a 1964 model, which is crazy to me because it's still like the timelessness of it, the way it was designed and everything. The plane itself is really cool looking. I love the color. It's very well made, pretty easy to get in and out of. The seats were surprisingly really comfortable. I don't think you'd want to stay in there for a long period of time, but overall, it was just a comfortable ride. Ben was very safety conscientious. He explained to me everything, even up and including how to do the seatbelt. When we were riding, he would say, clear to the left, clear to the right. He did a really good job of preparing me for the flight, and it was a really cool experience. So when we first took off, it was a very smooth takeoff. The view was amazing, but we were able to fly over my uncle's farm, see my grandparents' house, see a lake that I go to all the time. And it was really cool to see it from that vantage point, especially the lake. We were about 1,000 feet in the air and you could see everything really clear. I was telling Ben that it's amazing how small and insignificant we really are compared to when you're up in the sky like that, and it really puts things in perspective as far as us and God and how small we really are. To me, being up there, it made me feel really grateful to live on this earth, to see all the trees. I didn't have anywhere specific other than flying over my uncle's place. So we went to Cleveland. Ben said, all right, you're up, you ready to fly? And so I got to take over, and it was, first I was shocked. I was like, I wouldn't expect that. And when I took over, I could not stop smiling. It was so cool. It's crazy how really simplistic it is. You take the yoke to go up, you pull back. To go down, you push the yoke in, and then to turn, you turn left or right. He explained to me I want to keep the land level, and it was a little weird to get used to, and then seeing the GPS of wanting to follow just a straight line and trying to keep the plane straight. It was the first time I've ever flown a plane, and I can't believe I got that opportunity. So Ben, thank you so much. I had a good time and I definitely want to go back. There was some point where I kept going up too high, and Ben was like, okay, we need to correct it. And so had to push the yoke in, and it's a real just steady movement the entire time and just making small little adjustments here and there. The landing was so smooth, I was shocked. So I've flown on a Cessna before, and I was in the back for that one. But man, the first landing, it was like, I couldn't even tell the difference from when we were in the sky to the ground. It was just a very little bump. And he was a really good pilot. I could tell Ben is a phenomenal pilot. I understand why people do it, and I understand why it is a fun hobby and career for people. I definitely would like to explore it. I was telling Karen that now I've driven cars, trucks, boats, tractors. Now I just need to check off a ship and a train, and we got the planes, trains, and automobiles. Special thank you to Ben for taking me out. If you have any questions or want to share your experience on your plane ride, leave them in the comments.